a lot of companies, to make money with their herbal products, cut corners, put fillers in the product. So avoid the fads. Number 3, stupid mistake I see people making with herbs. These Facebook groups, they drive me crazy, where people go on these like herbal Facebook groups and they'll say, I have this problem, I have that problem. What should I do? Like, first of all, I don't know why you're asking advice from people on a Facebook group about your health. And second of all, I don't know why people are giving advice that way. As a licensed holistic practitioner, I do not just give away health advice to people who call me. Does your doctor do that? No. Does your dentist? Does your chiropractor? No, they want you to have an appointment. They need a history. They want to know if you're taking medications, what you're eating. Well, okay, your doctor might not ask you all that, but I ask all those questions. I do not give away health advice, herbal advice for your problems without knowing your history. So to me, that's a stupid mistake, because people do have allergic reactions. People do take medications, and then mixing certain herbs with that is not safe. So, if you're trying to save a few bucks by getting free advice on Facebook, I think that's just stupid. All right, number 4 stupid mistake people make with herbs: not reading labels. So just because it's at the health food store does not mean it's a healthy product. Health food stores and herbs and nutrition is now a moneymaker. So there are these startup companies that are making products and putting together the great packaging and just trying to make money. And you don't know if the product is actually really good. So I always tell people, ask me. I have tried many products out there in those stores. I use muscle testing to determine if the product is high quality, high vibration. And I really just read the labels. And I can tell from thousands and thousands of products from the labeling if it sounds fishy, suspicious, or if it has other ingredients that I know are not desirable. For the most part, if let's say you want peppermint or you want valerian root, read the label. Is there anything else in there? Is there natural flavors? Is there some other kind of filler? Or are you just getting that herb in the product you're purchasing? Number 5, and this is the last one I have for this video. 5 stupid mistake I see people doing with herbs, and that is thinking you know more than you do. So I think it's amazing and awesome how people are turning back to natural things and herbs that have been the way of medicine for thousands and thousands of years. I'm like so excited about that. But because you took maybe an Udemy course, or you took a class, or you read blog posts or Facebook posts, don't think you know more than you do. I have been studying for 24 years. I'm working on my PhD, and I always feel like I don't know enough. And I've been doing this for so long. Like, I'm always learning more every time I read a new book. And I'm reading books, people. Books. Thick books on plants with the Latin, the botany, the chemical constituents. That is what I'm reading to learn about plants. You are not going to get that on these websites and blogs. So don't think you know more than you do. I have people send me pictures of plants they think they've identified, and it's the wrong plant. They try to self-prescribe. They try to self-diagnose. Stupid mistakes. Herbs work, but you have to have a very skilled herbalist practitioner to help you in that working process. If you want to start your own garden and grow your own foods and not have pesticides on your foods and make some, plant your culinary herbs and add basil and sage and oregano and thyme. And I've other YouTube videos that show you how to do simple kitchen remedies with garlic and oregano and vinegar. Great. But if you are trying to think you know how to search on the internet and diagnose yourself and then prescribe to yourself what you're going to take, stupid mistake. And I'm being blunt because I kind of am tired of hearing people make these mistakes. So if you have another stupid mistake idea, comment down below, or if you want me to cover an idea, please let me know. And thanks so much, and come again soon. Hi, Janelle Schaefer here, Master Herbalist. Welcome to my channel, Sheep Hill Herbs. Hope you're having a good day. Let's take a deep breath together. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Great. Now, before I get started with the video, I'm going to share with you 5 stupid mistakes you might be making with herbs. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell button, comment, and check out my description down below. I have my link tree, and there you link to my website. On my website, I have on the front page a full description of my services that I offer with Zyto Compass Scan. This is, in short version, a really great tool that allows me to see what's going on in your body, whether it's parasites, bacteria, mold stress, emotion stress, digestive issues. And then the program actually links and compiles a list of all the herbs that will help your body come into balance. Now, I don't totally rely on the program. I use my 24 years experience and basically interpret the program, put together a package of what you need individually to help you bring your wellness up to your desired 100% feeling good self. So check out my website down there in the link tree, and let's get started with the video. Okay, so number 1 mistake that drives me crazy is trusting Google websites and blogs. So obviously you found me here on the internet, and I'm not pinpointing YouTube because honestly I think you have to know something to be able to make a video. Anybody can write a blog post, do some research, copy and paste. I would say don't trust blogs. I don't think a lot of them are written by herbalists. So maybe if you do find a blog, go to their about page, see what they're about, find out if they have actual training in herbalism, see if the person is an herbalist. But don't just trust the website's blog posts, especially if they're freaking you out about herb safety and making you afraid to take different herbs. So there is like wisdom, and there is knowing what plants are more medicinal and you need to be safe with, and what plants are nutritive and you can take freely and liberally. But then there's the whole kind of scare people off of herbs, misinformation that benefits pharmaceutical companies. So big mistake number 1, trusting what you find on websites. I always tell people, start your own library. Buy books, go to yard sales, Goodwill, vintage shops, get a bookshelf and buy old books about herbs and plants and start stocking your library. That's where you want to learn about plants. Number 2, stupid mistake people are making with herbs: buying fad products. So if you come across something on YouTube, or not YouTube, Facebook or social media, Instagram, from an ad, more than likely it's not going to be a good product. More than likely it's not 100% pure, because whoever is putting that ad out there is spending their money, their budget on advertising, and the product is probably lacking. So anything that's super fad, beware of. Herbs have been here since the beginning of time. Herbal remedies, thousands of years of history. Fads are just marketing, and to make money with an herbal